Marywood University, a small, Catholic, liberal arts university tucked into a neighborhood just outside the city of Scranton, Pennsylvania. Since its founding in 1915, Marywood has been called home by thousands of students. But what lies beyond the arch, past the trees and under the buildings? Does the school have dark secrets just waiting to be uncovered by anyone brave and curious enough to do so? I want to accept the challenge. I'm Ellen Frantz, and this is The Mysteries of Marywood. In this episode, my investigation takes me to the Sette LaVerghetta Performing Arts Center. The building was originally called the Assumption Fine Arts Building. Marywood administrators made plans to build the Fine Arts Building in 1941 due to increasing enrollment numbers, but World War II postponed construction until 1952. In fact, as the building was being built, the construction site became a playground for a certain future president. The building originally housed music practice rooms, art studios, a radio station, and one of the finest college auditoriums of its time. The auditorium seats 1,200 and was designed so that every seat has a good view of the stage. When it first opened, the auditorium was also equipped with the finest technology of the time. The PAC, as the students call it, is also decked out with the statue from Italy that was built in 1954 and blessed by Pope Pius XII. The Mother of God statue still stands on display in front of the PAC today. There are no specific stories or rumors about the PAC being haunted. I just know multiple people who have seen and heard things in the building that are unexplainable. Angela Clawwitter is a senior musical theater early childhood education double major who has been experiencing spooky things in the PAC since her freshman year.
Oh, okay, so most recently, in our fall production of Dancing at Lunasa, I was looking out into the audience for an extended period of time during a rehearsal, and I noticed by the organ there was like a sort of screen that I had never noticed. I didn't really think anything of it. And I noticed there was someone there, and it looked like a woman, and I'm like, oh, I don't know who that is, but okay, people come in and out. Didn't think anything of it. And then she kind of just disappeared. She was like all in white, and like her face was kind of like fuzzy. I'm like, that's a little spooky. So I asked my castmates, hey, did anybody see anyone come in during rehearsal? They're like, oh yeah, I saw the guy. I'm like, well, I saw him too. No one saw a woman? They're like, no. So don't know who she was, what she was doing, but don't think that was a person walking around in the flesh.
Angela also remembers hearing knocking on windows only reachable by a ladder, seeing the lights flickering on and off in the theater when no one was inside, and hearing stories about the organ being played throughout the building in the middle of the night. Our friend Jocelyn Hiddle has also had experiences in the PAC.
In the PAC, for some reason, I was up by the light booth where the shoe closet is really late at night. It was dark, like all the lights were off. And I was getting really, really uneasy. I felt like I wasn't the only person there. I felt like there was something watching me. So I was not super excited to be up there alone. And as I was walking out of the shoe closet, I turned and looked into the light booth. And in the corner of the light booth, I saw a looming like figure that can only be described as like maybe Slender Man-esque. But it had a white, like elongated face, and it was like crouched up in the corner, like looking down at me, like we were making eye contact. And I stood there and I stared at it for a really long time, and it didn't move. And I walked back into the shoe closet, and then I came out and it was still there. So I slowly like backed away from it, like staring at it until I got down the stairs. Yeah, it's definitely like, there's a concept of negative spirits that people believe that if you speak something into existence enough, it'll become like an apparition, become a spirit. So, because like I can't say with all confidence that what I saw was a demon or was this or was that, but I do know is that it was negative. So it could be the formulation of something that came from a bunch of bad energy in one spot. I don't know what that bad energy would be. All I know is how it made me feel and what it looked like.
I even have had some scary moments in the PAC. So, the last building we're going to investigate is the Sette LaVerghetta Performing Arts Center, better known as the PAC. And in my research, I couldn't really find like a history of the building. I know that like Joe Biden used to play on it when it was being built because he lived right down the street, but there was nothing here before it.
and it wasn't used as anything prior the way that Lagren Hall was. So if it's haunted, I don't really know what could be there. But also, let me tell you, that building is terrifying to be in. I have 2 stories of my own. During the fall play my junior year, I was backstage, and I thought I heard a door shut and like a woman behind me, but I was by myself and I just had this feeling. And then the fall play senior year, I was in the rafters, and clear as day, we heard somebody talking, like a man, and it was in the middle of the performance, and we were like, that's so rude, like, who doesn't know that there's a performance going on to talk out loud? And I knew people in the audience that day, and they heard nothing, but the whole entire cast heard it, and we have no idea where it was coming from, and I could see the audience, and no one was talking, so we have no idea who that man was.
Will the PAC pass our EMF detector test? Let's go find out.
All right, so we are backstage left at the PAC here. I'm not gonna lie to you, I am here by myself today. I have no camera person, no helper, so I'm a little freaked out, to be honest. I keep hearing a lot of doors opening and closing. I know that there's other stuff going on in the building, but there's nothing else going on in the theater, and I am the only one. A lot of creaking, a lot of random noises. I thought I saw somebody in the booth, but I think it was just a piece of equipment. But this is actually the side of the stage where I was sitting right up here, and I thought I heard somebody come in and like stand behind me. And also I was sitting up in the wings up here when I heard the man's voice speak this year. So I'm gonna EMF detect the place. I don't know if it's going to work because we do have this electronic wheelchair lift, but I can try. So let's see the wheelchair lift. So this sets it off because of the electricity, but looks like I'm not getting a read anywhere else necessarily.
I'm not going to lie to you. The PAC was giving me such bad vibes and scaring me so badly that day that I had to leave and come back with a group of friends.
Okay, I'm in the dressing room backstage in the Performing Arts Center. I don't know anything that happened in here, but I was just in here a couple minutes ago with my EMF detector, and the numbers went up when I was coming in here, when I thought they would be going up when I was coming out because of the wheelchair lift. So let's just see if there's something in here. I don't think there is, but if there was, maybe we chased it out, and that's why I no longer have anything. Yeah, that's really weird because yeah, it got up to like 14 when I was walking in. So unless it was coming out as I was going in, that's suspicious.
I wasn't having much luck in the PAC. Even the window that Angela heard knocking at did not give me any readings.
Not even the numbers are moving, so there's nothing over here.
I even went to the scary light and sound booth. I was so nervous to see what was going to be picked up on the detector, but once again got nothing.
I mean, she did say she wasn't sure if it was here or if it followed her from home. So either way, there's nothing suspicious up in the booth.
And then we made our way over to the organ.
Okay, so this is the organ that Angela saw the woman sitting at, and other people have heard being played throughout the building at like super late hours. I don't know if it's gonna set it up. Oh. Okay. I don't know if that's. I don't know if it's electrical or not, but the EMF detector is very much going off at the organ.
My friend Nevica and I determined that the organ was in fact plugged in, but it was not turned on, leaving us with the mystery of if electricity or a spirit was setting off the detector. I immediately called Jocelyn to see what she could find.
Hello, my name is Jocelyn. I'm in here quite often. I believe that you already know me. I'm here with my friend Ellen. She's behind the camera. We are here today because there are some people who have seen you, whoever you are, in here sitting by the organ, maybe playing some music or walking around, and we just want to see if we can reach out and learn a little bit about your story so that we can tell other people about your story. I have this necklace in my hand that you can use to help communicate with me. I can ask you yes or no questions, and you can use your energy to move the necklace in a way that corresponds to an answer. If you don't have enough energy, feel free to use energy from me. That's totally okay. You are not welcome to take energy from anybody else in the vicinity except for me. All right. If there are any spirits here with me today, can you show me what movement equals yes? All right. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's moving back and forth. All right. Can you then show me what no means? So no is going to be a circle. Can you stop? Thank you. It does seem like the movement's a little weak, so just remember you can take energy from me. That's okay, if you need it to help move the necklace. Is whoever is in this room, are you sitting at the organ with me? Not moving.
I'm getting shy.
Are you shy? This is so odd. Do you not want to speak? It says yes. They don't want to talk. Huh. I'm sorry. Would you be okay answering just a few questions and then we'll leave you alone? He says no.
Oh, okay. Well.
Would you like us to leave you alone? This might be a bit anticlimactic for you. They would like to be left alone.
Understood. Thank you for your time.
Whatever was at the organ clearly wanted us to leave it alone, so we made our way up to the light and sound booth and let Jocelyn continue her work.
So, I guess I have to start by telling a story with what I'm feeling. And it might have nothing to do with this building, but it is just like something I'm experiencing, so it might affect the reading. But I know I've said before in like my past interviews, I don't know if you used it, but I do have an attachment or two from like ghostly things, but I have one specific attachment that's a little bit scarier. In my ex-boyfriend's house, it was really, really haunted, and there was a spirit there who, I don't know the nature of them. It felt very, very old, but it presented like as a child. And it had shown itself to like members of their family before, and they always described it as like a mischievous spirit. But during our time together, I would see this spirit like peeking out from behind like closets at me, or like I wouldn't want to walk to the bathroom by myself because I was afraid that I was going to see it. And one time while I was in their house, I went to go walk up the stairs to my boyfriend's room, and I watched his door just very slowly and consistently swing shut. Like somebody had been like pushing it. And I was like, that's crazy. Like it's not very often that you see like physical manifestations of ghosts. And when I went upstairs and I opened the door, I saw the spirit there. And the thing about this spirit is that while it presents like a child, it's got this face that I can't quite explain. It looks kind of like a, like one of the monsters from what's it called? Where the wild things are. That's what its face kind of looks like, but it's only in black and white, but it's got like red eyes. And I still see it to this day, so I can only imagine that like it's attached to me. And I've seen it up here before, and like I can feel it, kind of like Will from Stranger Things feels the thing. I get like shivers up my back. So I have a feeling that it's here. So it just might affect the reading, but that's what I see. Are you okay?
That's so scary.
So if you are here with us today, can you show me what a yes is going to mean? We've got a pretty strong circle, that's good. Can you show me what a no means? They're so much more eager to talk up here. Thank you, can you stop? That's the craziest part to me. Whenever I see that, I always get like a little shivery when I'm like, can you stop? And it just stops. Okay. Are you always up here? No. Okay. Do you stay in this building? It doesn't know what to say. That's very interesting.
Maybe ask him if it lives here. Maybe he's like confused.
Okay. Do you live in this building? Do you not understand what I'm asking you? So odd. Is there somebody here with us? This is so weird. I don't think I've ever seen this happen before.
So it said yes, but...
It's not answering.
Oh.
It said yes, but like when we were asking the other questions, it's not answering. Okay, so what do we know? We know that it's not always up here, and that's all that we know. All right, we'll do.
If it's different than the one earlier?
Yeah, we'll ask some easier questions, I guess. Are you the same spirit that I was talking to downstairs? No. Okay. Are there more than one spirit here? Nothing. That's like the intuition that I'm getting is that I feel like there are multiple spirits here, but there's something that's either prohibiting them from answering or they're scared of answering. Like in my head, what I see when I'm asking that question is like 4 or 5 people like fighting in the dark. How can we do this? They're not always up here.
They're very difficult.
Yeah, I don't know. Are you in a mood today? They're saying no, but I feel like their panties are in a twist. You're gonna make this really difficult for me, aren't you? Yes. Sometimes when I come up here, I get like really, really scared, like viscerally scared. Are you the reason why I'm getting really scared? Yeah. Is it because you're scary or because you don't want me around? That's not a yes or no question. Is it because you're scary? Are you a scary thing? Oh. Oh, lovely. They are. So you are a scary thing. Are you my scary thing? Oh, okay. Well, that's just rude. And please stop.
From that point on, Jocelyn's scary thing did not give us any answers.
Well, this concludes our investigation into the Performing Arts Center. Whether or not there are really spirits living in there, I guess we'll never know. It's just another one of the mysteries of Marywood.